Good afternoon. This is the Duke of Fremont Street in Las Vegas, Nevada. Today is Wednesday, September 29th, 2021. Before starting this video, I'd like to welcome you to my channel, and I'd ask you if you'd be so kind to subscribe. Here's to you. Salute. Very, very lovely. Well, if you're following the market, I don't have to tell you that today was an absolute bloodbath. If you are a silver advocate like me, you would say that this was not one of your better or finer moments. When I got out of bed early this morning, I checked the market immediately. And at the time, silver was down over $1 an ounce, which is a huge percentage loss. We actually closed at 93 cents down, which is over 4%. That's a substantial loss for one day. I would say that this was an absolute surprise to me. I'm bewildered and baffled, and I can't give you a good explanation why this happened. I had several phone calls where people were going, Duke, was it the reaction to China? Duke, is it manipulation? Is it a control factor? Were people just asleep? And I would say that the answer is somewhere in all of that. The why really doesn't intrigue me because these factors are beyond our control. What is important to me is that we do things that are within our control. As a metaphor, I will give you an illustration. Let's act like we're on an ocean liner and we're sailing across the open water. And the captain is asleep at the wheel. And we hit an iceberg. And the ship is doomed. It's sinking. Well, rather than rearranging furniture on the ship that's going down, or running across asking people what happened, why, it really doesn't matter why. What matters is what you're going to do about it. I suggest that those with the lifeboats or the life jackets will survive. So what I would do about that would be forget why and take care of what I'm going to do about it. With this disastrous drop that we had today, I actually am delighted. It's another gift, an absolute gift, a tremendous buying opportunity. And I believe a lot of you believe the same way. Not only did I get queries on the phone about what's going on, I got multiple people calling, asking to buy monster boxes of Eagles or $1,000 bags of constitutional money. So that tells me that people are like-minded, that I didn't see any panic whatsoever. What I saw were people that were cool-headed, and the cool head will prevail. Like they're looking at this, they're looking at it as a buying opportunity. So with that being said, you go to buy and there's nothing to buy. There's no supply. So let me get this straight. The prices are plummeting. The demand has never been higher, and there's virtually no supply available. You can buy silver on the market. There, search online or whatever, there is silver out there. But the premiums are astronomical. Granted, the premiums were even higher just a short while ago, but they're still very, very high compared to where they are historically. So I gather that this is due to the fact that the spot price, the paper price of the silver in particular, is people don't buy it. They realize that it's much more difficult to acquire the silver, and they place a lot more value on the silver. I've had people say, Duke, I want you to sell at this price or that price. And I guess I answer with, it looks like I like it more than you do. Because there's a certain point where I'll be happy to keep all the silver. In fact, today, I was filming earlier, and the video was absolutely interrupted by one of my suppliers, and asked if I was on the market for silver. I said, bring it on. So, I think it, once again, is a gift, and I want to take advantage of this gift. So, don't panic. Stand your ground. I look at the silver as, in particular, the silver as casino chips in the game of life. I want to switch gears real quick. A few of my subscribers, many of you actually, have been very informative and have asked lots of questions about certain topics and suggested topics, and made some comments. In particular, I'd like to note a few. And from this point on, I will try to mention some of the subscribers, which I appreciate all of you out there, and some of the comments that they have made. If I haven't gotten to you today, sooner or later I'll get to you, and we'll be happy to talk about some of the suggestions that you've made or some of the comments that you've made. 3 days ago, one of my subscribers, a gentleman named Artemis Arrow, brought it to my attention that China had banned cryptocurrencies, and which I was a little taken aback when I heard that. And he also mentioned that he felt that I was somewhat prophetic when I talked about them doing this a few videos ago, and I talked about we as Americans and we as citizens of the planet are moving into a new dark ages era, and he brought that up. So I thought that was very, very astute of Mr. Arrow, and I appreciate him for bringing it to my attention. I since went to the web and did some research on China and the banning of the cryptos, and because I was curious how they were going to justify this. And according to the articles that I wrote, the Chinese thought that the cryptos were a source of gambling, fraud, and money laundering. So, I mean, you can put any reasoning you want on control. To me, it's all about control, and I'm totally against control in any way. As you know, with this worldwide plague, we've all experienced this control factor where people try to lock you down, or they try to mask you up, or they mandate this or mandate that. I'm opposed to this today. I'll be opposed to it tomorrow, and I'll be opposed to it to my dying breath. I don't believe in any mandates whatsoever. Another one of my fine subscribers, his name is Sarge27271. Hello, Sarge. I hope you're watching. Sarge has recommended my channel to many of his fellow subscribers and ask that they come to my channel and subscribe and so forth. And in my opinion, Sarge has raised his own platoon of subscribers on my channel. And Sarge, I'm very grateful for you, and I thank you for that. You've gone above and beyond the call of duty with this one, and I really appreciate you for that, Sarge. With the advent of the metals going down today, let me just put it this way: we are looking at the bottom, or close to the bottom, in the silver. I mean, how much further down could it go? The upside is potentially is astronomical. It could go to the moon and back. We just don't know. Time will tell. I believe the Chinese were the initiators of banning the cryptocurrencies, and that's different in my mind about the Chinese. The Chinese, in my opinion, were always great mimickers or imitators, and we were the instigators or the creators of things as Westerners or from the United States. What I'm afraid is going to happen, I'm afraid that sooner or later somebody, and I'm looking forward to the day, some country is going to insist that their currency is backed by the precious metal again, gold and silver. And I believe whoever is the innovator of this new currency that will be, whether it's a crypto or paper or whatever, personally, paper would be infinitely better, in my opinion. They're going to be the world leader, and everyone else will be the mimicker. They'll follow suit. They'll have to, or everyone else will abandon their fiat money and run towards the currency that's backed by real money, which is the precious metals, the gold and silver, which have been a form of wealth preservation and wealth acquisition for thousands of years. So I hope we are the initiators and not the imitators when it comes to backing our currency. In the old days, we had the historic $20 gold piece, beautiful coin, a nice $20 gold piece. And the $20 gold piece was equal to 20 $1 silver pieces, silver dollars. So I believe that we could go back to this, and if that's the case, the value of the silver is so terribly out of whack. I think at the 20-to-1 ratio today, right now, we're at about 21.51 bid on the silver. We're at 17.26 bid on the gold on the world market. For us to go to a 20-to-1 ratio, 20 silver dollars to one $20 gold piece, that means silver would be worth about 86 or so dollars an ounce right now. So there'll be a little adjustments to make, but if indeed these currencies somewhere in the world become backed by the gold and silver, it's not going to hurt my feelings because I've been a silver advocate for years. Anyway, I've taken a lot of your time today, and I appreciate you watching as always. And if you get the opportunity, please feel free to subscribe to my channel. In the meantime, stay healthy, stay wealthy. Salute. If you get in my beloved Las Vegas, feel free to look me up. I'd love to meet you in person. Thank you very much. So long.